And hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have ourselves the final and long-awaited first round matchup here. I am so flippin' excited. We have our 7 seed, tabbyztorm. Juan, thank you for all the gifties. Once again, streamer, forgetting to turn off his sound notifications. Anyways, we have our 7 seed, CCG tabbyztorm, who actually now, because it's been a little while since the initial creation of the tournament, has a higher PB than Artemis here, our 10 seed. So this is going to be extremely interesting.
You mean lower, right?
Well, lower would be there's less amount of time. And with me in the booth, Beal. Hello, sir.
Hey!
How are we?
Well, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. And you would think higher means more time. So Artemis actually has a lower time than Tabby recently.
Ah, right.
So it should be a very close race. If I'm not mistaken, their PB difference is maybe 15, 16 seconds. So this is going to be very interesting to watch. Another really close matchup, and we've seen some really good races so far. So this is going to be a great show here.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Tabby also PB'd today.
Right? I believe he said it was yesterday he PB'd.
Yesterday.
53. I want to say 45 he mentioned. It's going to be, like I said, a really good matchup here. Just as a good setup here, Tabby is on emulator, whereas Artemis is on console. We have decided there will be no handicap. It's just going to be straight up. It's going to be as close as it can be from the start. So Artemis totally okay with that, not letting that have any issues. And looks like Tabby practicing up some Tama. That should be interesting to watch. Beal, do you have anything before we get rolling here?
No, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really, really good close race. I think both runners are both aptly prepared for this race, have lots of experience, and have great times. So I think I'm excited to see what kind of a show we're going to get. So
absolutely, and they've clearly been putting in the time, grinding. So and also the winner of this will be facing the 15 seed Xenon. So that's going to be that's pretty interesting. They already know what they're going up against, and this should be really fun. Both of them are a little nervous, from what I understand. I think we all would be, just as both me and Beal probably were when we had our race. But I think we're ready to go here. Artemis, Tabby, are we ready? Pause, champ.
Pursuit champ.
Pursuit champ. Juan, stop gifting subs.
Sorry, I had to finish my star. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, your metal cap star.
Dude,
Okay.
I got 23-26. It's a good time.
You blinked though, right?
I blinked, but at least I got the star.
All right, so they're both ready, and this is going to be great. So I'm going to start the count at 5, and you start your timer and reset on go. Okay, everyone good?
Sounds good. Let me make sure I have no file.
Perfect.
Okay, no file. I'm ready.
All right, runners. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck to all. And this is where it's going to be fun. So, as I mentioned, even though Tabby is the 7 seed, that was before the PB times that they have now. So we are going to start off with Artemis's time here. Artemis's sound, I mean. So, bear with me while we get that set up. And we are good. And Artemis already having the sound really, really good for us here. It looks like Tabby's a little bit behind, but ultimately the time should be the same in the end. So unless we have a really close ending, like we have in a few races, then we probably won't need to check the tapes. Anyways, Beal, what's going on?
Yeah, well, I broke my stick earlier today, so that's been some adversity to deal with. But the what I've missed about Mario is learning the game. So I've recently begun starting to learn some 120 stars, and other than that, I'm just really looking forward to watching some good, clean Mario gameplay. And looks like both runners get off to a good, clean lack to skip start, so that's good to see.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, eventually, I don't think I'll get the world record one day in 70, but my goal is to sub 50. And after that, I'd love to move into 120. As scary and tough as some of those stars are, it looks like a lot of fun, and Artemis not able to get the clip. So opting to free the chomp. The angle was definitely a little off there as Tabby grabs Small Bomb?
Yep. Small bomb, you can get it. You just have to jump a bunch and get in at that very edge. But yeah, that's tough. That's tough for Art. It's going to be about a 14, 15, 16, 17 second lead.
Yeah, not the start either of them wanted. I mean, Tabby's still getting the bomb clip regardless, but with Small Bomb, you do lose probably 4 or 5 seconds on that.
No,
again, nothing crazy, but he got it,
it's
and that's
probably
what matters.
like 1 or 2. But
you're probably right. Any
anyways,
guessers?
Slide predictions. I'm gonna go with 12-9 for Tabby, and I'm gonna go 13-2 for Art.
Yeah, you look right for Tabby, and Artemis looking like a high 13. Oh,
12,
a little
8.
more there.
Ooh. Yikes. No one guessing 16-7. Interesting.
So, well,
no one's even close.
Honey Syrup, a 16-4, very close. Granted, I think that was after Artemis smushed into the ground, so to be fair, I don't think we can... definitely cheating, yes.
Kind of feel weird, Honey. Come on, you're better than that.
Honey said check the VODs. All right. All right, here we go. Looks like Tabby's going to start off with Cannonless, going for the old sock folder setup. And nails it.
For people who do the sock folder setup, I strongly recommend at least doing... I'm not saying that Tabby has not before, but I do strongly recommend going for texture setup or learning texture setup, because even when you do sock folder, it's not perfect. And as I'm sure Brett knows, something that's helpful is that when you do that sock folder setup, you can just understand where you need to ledge grab better if you have done texture setup in the first place. So something that I would recommend to anyone who is doing that setup, at least go for texture setup, at least learn it. That way you know where to grab.
As we see Artemis going
left.
for it.
Ooh, that was close. I agree with Callie. I think texture setup is easier. I think it's an easier ledge grab than jumping and ledge grabbing the wall before the backflip.
It's tough. I feel like I can't see what everyone else is seeing. That's what makes it tough.
You have to watch a video.
Yeah, I've had a few people show me it. I don't know. I can't figure it out. So, but, I mean, it saves what, a few seconds, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
Which is not bad. I mean, I'm still waiting for that sub 7 womps here. That would be great.
Shrek Duck, I noticed it. I'm just not the streamer, so I'm not gonna, it's his deal. He gets to decide whether or not to donut wall you guys.
I'm trying to be professional, Shrek Dog.
Ooh, Artemis.
Oh no. And Tabby having a little bit of a hiccup there too. Yeah, ultimately with the 10-second difference in timers, we'll just go with a 5-10 exit from the painting. We'll see where Artemis is at compared to it. Looking like possibly a 30-second difference here. Maybe a little more.
Yep, a little bit So yeah, Tabby's off to a pretty dang good start. That mess up in 100 coin for Art was a big one. That's one that loses a lot of time.
Yeah, probably just as bad as Bomb Clip, the miss there and going for the pull.
Yeah.
But I mean, at that point, you could just tell Artemis was cutting her losses, just accepting it rather than going for the bomb again. Because sometimes just going for it can throw you off because you're not used to grabbing it from that angle and switching everything around. A little bit of a camera malfunction, not malfunction, but maybe camera rage from Artemis there. Understanding, I can feel the frustration and clipping through the wall. Not a huge time loss, but definitely not what you want when you're already behind.
Yep. Yeah, something I would definitely recommend to all racers is knowing your backups, right? When Art decided to go for the pole, oh man, we're a little bit Pepe meltdown right now in this race.
Yeah, this Womps has been very unfortunate.
But
interesting.
Oh wow.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so that setup is actually quicker, or like it's much quicker if you do that correctly. You can do that really quick. But I remember Cheese picked that up. D whatever has been using that for a while. But what I was saying for any racer is have your backups. So if, for example, you miss Bomb Clip, just know I'm gonna take the 10-15 second time loss and just do this right now. That way I can't lose time doing something else. So for example, if Moose decided in his race that, hey, I'm gonna go for moving reds, but I need to do that a couple stars early. If I mess it up, I'm dead. All right, I'm gonna kill myself and try again, or I'm gonna go for a different star. Those are the things that you got to have maybe a game plan for to execute when something does and will inevitably go wrong.
Absolutely. I mean, as you saw, Moose actually went for Island Hop in that, and easily fixing the mistake by getting a very quick bomb clip and opting to not go for Island Hop again. So, there are times where it works out, times where it doesn't. It's just about, it's a race, we're not trying to PB here, although a PB is great, and we have seen one so far in the tourney. But it's about just trying to move on, and like I said, you can tell there's a little bit of nerves here from Artemis.
Yeah, maybe nerves. Maybe she just needs to get it out of the way. I know from experience that happened to me when I was in the freshman 16. Once I got that first race out of the way, I was no longer nervous. And in 70 starts, kind of these first 10 starts, it's kind of right after Dark World that you realize, this race ain't going nowhere. I got to just kind of sit back, relax, and take care of my shit or my business like I know how. And after this Dark World, I think we're gonna see the runners get into their rhythm and really start to execute.
I think that's what it was for me too. And then I got to CCM and blew it. But once you get through Dark World, you feel a lot safer because, I mean, you could just lose so much time here. And as long as you don't die, I mean, it doesn't matter what cycle you get, whether it's Beal, Uzi, you just got to make it.
Relax, buddy.
Commentators disputing a little bit. Tabby getting... Oh my god, I thought...
Get poverty shig? No.
Almost.
That
Very
will be
close.
normal cycle.
Let's see if Artemis can save a little bit of time here by getting Shig. I don't know if she normally goes for it.
I find these races in these particular parts of the run to be very interesting because there's so many times throughout the entire run that you can lose a lot of time just based on simple movement. Just throughout, I mean, the castle, really everywhere. But in certain stages and in certain stars like this one, where it's a cycle-based star,
Sorry, continue.
You don't lose any time if your movement isn't as good before the cycle that you're going for. You don't lose any time if you make that cycle still, right? So it's interesting to watch how these play out. Looks like Art also got normal cycles, so.
Almost didn't get normal.
Will be saved. Yep.
I thought she grabbed the red there. That would have been a very clean Shig. Just barely sniping it. But unfortunately was not in the right position there, just missed it, and ultimately doesn't lose her that much time. And looking like a clean island star. Very sketchy, though, on the way up. Almost bonked.
I can't believe that worked. There's a little... On the very edge of the island, you can clip through. You can do that pretty much all around the island. I thought Tabby was way too low to be able to clip through that, and I thought that was going to be the end.
It didn't look good, but it worked out. And let's see if Artemis can clean up her gameplay here and kind of close this gap. I mean, CCM is revered as one of the easiest stages here, but as you've seen from certain other races here, it can really go downhill in a hurry. I won't mention any names.
That's gonna... And pretty clean from Tabby. Wall kicks will work. Pretty clean from Art. As we see the runners start to settle into their rhythm.
This was probably a 40-second difference, I'd say. Yeah, that was very interesting from I don't know if that's a strat, but the triple jump dive to grab the penguin probably saves a little bit of time, and some unfortunate impregnation here. Wolf is reeling. Oh, and Artemis not able to get the wall kick, but man, she lucked out grabbing that ledge.
I was looking at chat for 1 second. I didn't even actually see it other than the ledge grab, but
yeah, it just went right over the edge. Wasn't even able to get the backflip going to set it up.
Oh, wow.
Very lucky.
Oh
I've
my
never seen
god,
that
look
before.
at that fucking centipede. Holy...
And what extra coin did Tabby get? Oh, Tabby's not doing the penguin race. That's why. Tabby is doing CCM 100.
CCM 17.
Yeah. Or just... So it's either CCM 17 or maybe Tabby just doesn't want to mess up the slide with the race.
It is possible. I feel like there's so much... Yeah, there are a few that you could save more time on.
Yeah,
you know?
there are a lot of stars that are faster than the penguin race.
53, 54 seconds from what I hear. So that should mean a early exit here, as we almost have a sync.
So it does look like Tabby's going to exit out of CCM with 17 stars, which means that we're not going to be able to tell too well what our lead is. But
yeah, it's definitely going to be tough, unless, you know what? Initially I was thinking probably just SL Reds, but now, just based on seeing the Tomaples in practice, are we going to see double plus from Tabby here?
yeah, we might. That was going to be my question.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Either double plus, SL Reds, or the Toxic Maze Star in HMC.
That is true.
Or maybe both of those without TTC 100. We'll see. We'll have to see.
Clean jump there for Art. Oh, and that's happened so many times, man.
That happened to me.
That bonk is so unfortunate, and just bonking again here. I feel like at that point, wouldn't you just go ahead and get the boo up top?
Yeah, in theory, I mean, it doesn't really matter because the boo resets in size. So
I see. That I did not know.
Yeah, so that's a hefty 45, 50 seconds lost. Oh, quick ground pound for good luck.
Absolutely. Artemis is getting a little closer here.
Yep.
She's definitely saving some time. Very interesting way to go about getting up there. I don't really see that too often. Oh wow, that too. The jump kick, and not able to get the boo to follow.
Man, this lead might be... The lead might be not a lead anymore.
It's probably... It depends how... If Tabby goes for double plus, you'd think Tabby better nail it, or Artemis is probably going to be taking the lead over.
Well, we'll pause chant for sure. Let's see as Tabby makes his way into grab MIPS and then go to SSL.
We've seen some double jump dives here for MIPS. Will that be the case? It will not. At least not for Tabby. Double jump dive to grab MIPS. I believe you tried that in your race as well.
It's just a jump dive, not a double jump dive.
I thought it was the double jump dive.
No.
Streamer doesn't know anything.
You just land out of a rollout and do a jump dive.
Just imagine that it's a double jump dive.
And oh baby, that's not good.
Oh,
that's
no.
not good.
Oh man,
that is not good. It looks good,
it is.
but the angle was off. And if you don't know, while you have the bomb after the regrab, you can manipulate the joystick to turn Mario's body as long as you're on a slope. If you're not on a slope, you can't turn or he'll drop the bomb. So once Tabby was on the platform, the flat platform on the right, Tabby couldn't do anything. It was GG from there. You have to be able to stay on that slope.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't good. And then obviously not being able to get plus again. Now it makes you think, are we really about to see double plus? And medium bomb with Tama can happen. Looking good.
There it is. Got it.
Interesting angle for Artemis.
What the heck?
Wow. Oh no.
Clean, shining at the top of the
no.
pyramid. From
Clean,
Artemis.
but unfortunate.
Well
That's
played.
not what you want if you're Artemis.
Potentially revolutionary.
Artemis was set up to take the lead. That definitely hurts. Not too much time, but that's not what you want. Opting for Talon now.
Oh no.
A little bit of a slide. Oh man. Almost falling into the pyramid.
And if anybody didn't catch it, Tabby actually went for a really, really crazy and clean strat. No double plus, by the way, from Tabby. So Tabby's still 1 star short. But Tabby went for a really, really... I think it's frame perfect. The strat is frame perfect for the Talon star. As Tabby goes into a territory which is way too familiar to me. Taking lots of damage on LLL Reds.
I won't bring it up. Don't you worry. Ooh, bouncing again, man. Artemis must do that a lot to know how to come out of that safely, because that is a really strange bounce off the ledge there. Whew.
I wonder if she does it intentionally. I mean, I'm not sure, but
I mean, you know, if she's comfortable with doing it, like I said, it looks as if she knew what was going on.
yeah.
Both times it happened. It's not like it's just, you know, a one-off. But yeah, it was very, very, very cleanly done. Ooh. Oh, lucking out there. Both runners taking a little bit of a burn here on the red star. And will we get a clean lava boost from Tabby? We do. And that's what you want if you're Tabby. I love that strat. I gotta learn that strat.
I've tried, dude. It's so fucking hard.
It is so clean.
The window to long jump right after you glitchy grab that pole Oh boy, that works. Oh, interesting.
I gotta learn that too, because clearly that works for so many runners, and I just don't know how. It's got to be some perfect camera work there. Not able to skip the ledge grab. Luckily, not taking a burn is Tabby. But Artemis taking a burn, and Tabby taking a burn as well.
So, man, I gotta think we're not far off. Right?
No, they're definitely close. Although the star count is even, as you mentioned, and as we both mentioned, we still don't know what Tabby's game plan is going to be. Very clean ledge grab skip. And looked like a pretty scuffed bullies there, but ends up getting it pretty cleanly there.
Yeah, gets the job done. As Art's gonna.
That was nice. Very nice. It just feels so great to get all 3 bullies at once on that one ground pound. I feel like it's when it doesn't look right that it's right, and when it does look right that it's not. I know it makes no sense, but that's just how it feels to me. Alright, not gonna get the early cycle there. I know that's not really a thing, but we're just gonna go with it. And thank you for all the bits, guys. As you all know, half of all... Actually, I lied. I said all bits and donations during the races are going towards the prize pool of the already $100 that I am chipping in for the winner of not this race, but the entire tournament. I would be a poor man if I did that for every race.
So Xenon came in and made the correct prediction that we're going to be seeing HMC early. So I would think that this means we get to see the Toxic Maze Star.
I'm excited then. Should be fun. It's always nice to see something a little different. No death zone there for Tabby. That's what you want. Java, I guess, wants to watch the race.
And now we're going to be pretty much off on star count until Rainbow Rise.
Tippy,
star
yeah.
count and LLL. It's gonna be weird to see and predict who's in the lead, but it's looking like right now it's pretty close.
Yeah,
And
until we see a
that's
major
not
mistake, we won't really know.
So yeah, and Tabby making a few seconds mistake right there on this Toxic Maze Star.
Now, is that really faster than SL Reds?
It depends on how fast you do it.
It just seems like such a slow star.
I think optimally it is. Any 5 heads in chat?
Just Malk. Probably. And we are jamming to the beautiful music that is DDD. Unfortunately, it's a pretty boring stage, but if there is going to be anything exciting, we'll see if either runner here goes for front sub. Do we have any front sub Franks?
Art does not seem to be preparing for front sub at that camera angle.
Absolutely not.
Which is fine, I understand. I just think it's more free than people think it is.
Yeah, definitely clean, saving as much time as she could with all the lag there that she would inevitably have to deal with. So she did pretty well there.
Fucking centipede. Holy.
Art's not really making many mistakes. I mean, it's tough to make mistakes other than missing swims in DDD. And Tabby seems to be making small, minor, few second mistakes here and there. Tabby just missed Christmas Miracle, so I had to back that up.
Did it.
Yeah, Artemis had a pretty sketchy start to the Manta Ray's star there, but made it work. Slow and steady, won the race there. Now we're in Fire Sea. If Artemis can have a clean Fire Sea, I think we'll have a good feeling about where everyone's at. But ultimately, you know, Tabby's still got to go through DDD here, but I feel like Fire Sea is one of those major moments in the run, as well as TTM, and then of course Tippy, where you really start to find out where the tides start turning.
And Art was looking good for first cycle, but didn't get the triple jump, had a wonky side flip, and that's gonna put the door in on this early cycle, but was close for sure.
Not able to get that chest is Tabby. Not a huge time loss, but definitely just feels terrible. Very frustrating. You already have to do the swimming, and it's just annoying.
That's very good
boy.
to know, Electric. Electric says the star in HMC is optimal at 31.3 seconds, and SL Reds is 30.8. So optimally, it looks like SL Reds is faster, but as Electric points out, it is really easy to lose speed on that shell. So it's probably faster on aggregate to do the star in HMC. But
That
hard,
makes a lot of
because
sense,
you
though.
have to do that. You have to clip. If you don't clip, it's like if you don't make that clip from that long jump off the top platform where
Yes.
the box is,
Yep.
you're losing like 6 seconds.
Yeah, it is definitely a little scary. It's just such a tough route, and Artemis missing the throw here. Is she just gonna wait for the inevitable? No, she's not. The teleport. It could have been worse. Could have been a miss.
Liam has a 31.4 on Toxic Maze BLJ list, but a 31.9 on SL Reds. So yeah, that's a good point.
Wow.
Oh, but Tabby's going for front sub, my man. Let's go.
Beal is excited. I think it's the only other front sub in the entire tournament so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Happy to see another Frank in the building.
I think everyone was a little too worried. Tabby opting to skip the first ring. Very interesting, but it worked out. Worked out. I feel like, you know, skipping that first ring is too sketchy. I know, like, sometimes you miss that first ring, but, you know, usually you're getting the second one at least. So it's like, I feel like you might as well just attempt it. But what do I know? I have a almost 3-minute worst PB.
If I'm not mistaken, maybe someone in the chat who knows this game better can correct me. But the Manta rings, it's not about missing, like, it's not the fact that you missed the first ring that messes you up. It's the fact that the 6th ring is when the actual orientation of the ring begins to fuck up. So if you skip that first ring, you just have to know the orientation of that 6th ring.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's the main reason I always go for it, just because you're, you know, if you do miss it, it's a huge time loss, because then you have to start all over again, and those rings only get worse and worse from that point on. It's not fun. Callie says 6th is fine. 7th is definitely fucked. Luckily, Artemis having a coin to spare there. And pretty clean with Tri World 100 here.
Yep. And Tabby also missing the early cycle in Fire Sea, so looks like runners are still going to be pretty close to each other when all is said and done for now.
This will not be a best of 3. All matches are best of 1, probably including the championship round as well. See, Tabby probably making up a little bit of time there, though, because Artemis had a little bit of trouble with that first Bowser throw there, so...
Yep.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
See if Artemis can calm down and get up there. Looks clean. Should be okay. Very nice. We are upstairs. Fully. I don't think we've seen any runners go for that triple jump wall kick for the strats going up in
slow.
Yeah, it's crazy to watch, but I hear it's extremely difficult. And a double jump kick to get up to that slope from Tabby, that was actually really nice.
Definitely a lot faster than doing 2 long jumps and a wall kick.
Yep. I've actually never seen that before. Learning something new every time I commentate one of these races. So it's great.
Really do get to see. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
I mean, you could.
Nah, it's fine. I don't worry about it.
All right. Sounds
it's
good.
not important.
All right.
I was just gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna. I was gonna. Nah, it's alright. I won't. I don't need to say it.
Say it.
No, it's okay. I won't.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So you're gonna say it now?
I was just gonna say that as a commentator, streamers, just kind of been. You see on display firsthand how. I'm not gonna say. What's the word I'm looking for?
Ooh, Tabby taking. Oh no. That's really gonna hurt. And rage pausing. Not like the most massive time loss, but it definitely hurts. But go ahead with what you were saying, Beal.
No, it's all right. We're moving on.
It sounds riveting,
now
please.
In THI. Struggling to get into the pipe.
Tabby had the 1 coin to miss, so he should be okay. But you never know with the Chuckya. We've seen some interesting things happen here. And oh no. There is a backup, and if done correctly, you won't lose too much time. Looks like Tabby does know it. Will it work though? Needs to get this jump here. That is what's very frustrating here. Not getting up to this point, but getting up to the next ledge here, because I feel like you just have such a small space there to triple jump and get to that platform on the other side where the 5 coins are.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough to watch. You hate to see it, as some might say.
I believe that's your catchphrase. Yep.
Yep.
I actually haven't heard it enough.
There is no emulator handicap for this race. Runners are very, very, very close in time.
Ghost Boy pogging because you said the catchphrase. Ooh, very clean from Tabby, though. Not saving enough time, but very nice. Yeah, absolutely. And we are in TTM, where, like I said, I believe is one of the toughest areas here in the entire run.
Art is looking good. Aside from that missed triple jump, an insta clip, and a firstie on the wall kick, Man, that star was very close to being very, very well executed.
And Tabby should be 1 star left here? Am I mistaken?
Pause, champ.
It was a little frozen for a minute. I got a little nervous. Tabby did say before the race, there was one time his power went out during a race, another race, so he said, please don't be upset if that happens, because it could. So here we are. Yeah, like I said, star count does not show what the lead is, because we still don't really know. I mean, ultimately, HMC is a pretty... Oh, and Tabby having a little bit of trouble here. Getting up to the top of the mountain.
And there it is from Tabby. Art looking good on these reds.
Very clean, yes. That dive is very sketchy, and she just nailed it.
Wow.
Absolutely nailed it.
That movement was very clean-toed.
Unfortunately, I do not have clean toed. I will have to add that. Does that leave the box? Box and breeze for Artemis? Which are, no doubt, the easiest here.
I don't know, man. Some people really struggle with that box.
I wonder. But yeah, I think the box star, if you do the setup Artemis did, it's very easy. A lot of runners go for the straight on approach. That one, I don't know. It might be a little quicker, but it's extremely stressful. Yeah, people in the chat fighting over if it's the easiest star or not, or one of the easiest. And I agree. A nice TTM Reds does look great, and she made it look good even with the like minimal lag there. It was nicely done. Feel you're getting called out for your LLL Reds.
I am not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, Artemis. Pretty clean, not pretty clean, very clean.
Very clean.
On that snowman's head. I need to learn that strat. It looks very good. But I hear that triple jump and slide down off the top there is just actually a lot harder than it looks. But Artemis making it look easy.
I don't think it's that hard.
Mod abusing their power.
It just doesn't, like... It also just doesn't really lose you a whole lot of time if you mess it up, right? So that's why I think it's a strat worth going for, because it can get you a 12-second star grab as opposed to like a 16 or 17. So it can save you 4 or 5 seconds, but can only lose you like a few if you mess it up.
Now this is obviously the quickest star in the run, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is.
I tend to screw up so often there.
Ow. All right. Pause, chin. My bad.
No, it's okay. Wasn't sure.
The easiest start in the game. Not only is it the fastest, it's also... Anyway, moving on. Tabby's looking pretty good here in TTM. Taking his time setting up
angle looks...
Clock star.
Should be okay. At first, it looked a little off.
As Artemis is making her way into SL.
Or HMC.
Sorry. My bad.
No, of course.
My bad. I'm sorry. It won't happen again, I promise.
I'll forgive you this one time.
I promise it's not going to happen again. Please, don't take away my position.
Beal, you've been proposed to in the chat. once again because Caden loves you.
I did. Oh, Tabby. Oh, that's a big mistake.
Was Tabby going for Breeze?
No, Tabby went for a dive rollout on the last red of the mushrooms in TTM.
Oh, man.
Instead of rolling out on the right side, it's really sketchy to do what Tabby did, but you roll out on just directly in front. You have to get a dustless rollout, I think, and you have to be pretty far towards the end of the mushroom when you roll out, and just took a nice little death.
Yeah, that hurts. Oh, man.
Oh.
Jeez. At this point, just cut your losses. Just nice and easy, you know? That's not not what you want to see.
Why the slide kickoff? Interesting, unique movement, some might say.
Unique, yes, that is the key word there. But I think it's pretty safe to say at this point, considering HMC late is relatively quick, I think it's very safe to say that Artemis has a
Breezeless,
decent lead here. Oh, it looked good. It looked good.
As close as you can get without getting it.
But there's 4 stars here, and that would leave him at 57. So what did he not go for? Is he gonna do... Didn't he get the Toxic Maze star?
Yeah, but
right? Wouldn't
it's
that
a
have...
different route. So coming out of
He did not do double plus, no.
right.
Oat saying doesn't get MIPS too?
Correct, right. That's why you do HMC
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
late. But the routing, I think, is only really a 1 second time save. And if you mess up MIPS, I mean, it's not even worth the time save. Because that's the reason you go do it.
Yeah. Oh, SL Reds will be the obvious choice then. Yep, as we are watching. And yeah, it is very clear Artemis has a, I hate to say it, but a pretty commanding lead. Probably a few minutes. Which is pretty crazy considering when these runners started to go off on their own ways and their different routes, it looked as if Artemis was down a good 40 seconds or so. So she's really made a good comeback here.
Tabby's made a bunch of small mistakes, a couple of big mistakes, and Art really hasn't made many. Aside from the early game, Art's been very clean in execution. So, yeah, it does look like it's probably a minute, maybe 2.
Is Artemis on PB pace? That's what I'm wondering. I think it's possible.
It's possible. But that beginning was pretty, I don't know.
It was rough, but it's been very clean since.
Yeah, since then, looks like she's brought it back. Only 12 seconds in the red, so...
Wow. And although it does look like Tabby's cutting it a little bit closer, you know, Artemis getting the toughest star in Rainbow Ride out of the way and the longest star. So it should be smooth sailing, you would think, for Artemis at this point here. Bruiser is a friend of no one. Unless you are a master of Lakitu bounce.
I would not go so far as to say this Tippy's crazy. We say it every time, but this could go either way. TTC is about to come up, and things can go very, very wrong here.
Yeah, all it takes probably, you know, just one small mistake, and it could throw Artemis's mental just off. You know, it's very possible. So clearly going for the trickiest of triangles. Man, went really far right there. Made me nervous. Not getting the rollout. Should be able to make it in time.
Okay. Yep. No problem.
Really good save there. Really good backup. Tabby having an issue getting the dive rollout. What is What
Oh.
was that?
This is that's a really interesting backup.
Wow. Oh, wow. Tabby knows his backups. That was like, as unfortunate as it was not getting it, the initial way he intended, that was beautiful. Taking a bonk, but man, I am still pretty impressed with that. So Tabby opting for reds first, which is interesting. I feel like most will go for cruiser just for the
Yeah, you want to have.
What's the word I'm looking for? The something of
Oh my
mind.
god, look at that.
Well, you also want to save reds as a backup for if you don't get Lakitu bounce.
And he did.
Yeah, so
Cleanly.
well played.
Ooh. Man, that's scary.
Yeah, it's a tight window to side flip right there and dive, but
And clean start so far for TTC 100.
yep.
But one false step, and man, you've lost everything. And you've lost the entire lead. So I figure as long as Artemis just takes her time, I don't think she should have any issues, but I don't want to curse her, so we'll just stay with what we're at.
This is the one star. This is the one star that could really be the kicker, or Tabby's saving grace. So one last really hard part. Misses the invis wall. Safely grabs the coins. Safely locking in the angle. And it's not
no!
the safe
Oh no!
angle. It's not the safe angle.
Oh my god!
And here we go. We are one Toad Star away.
Oh no!
One Toad Star
That
away.
hurts. Artemis typing in his own chat, or in her own chat, telling us to shut up. I'm sorry. We will try. But that was unfortunate. And just like that, Tabby is right back.
I mean, Art still got the lead here, still in
Absolutely.
control. And Tabby's also got to go through TTC 100 right now.
Mistakeless.
And this is why we've seen so many runners opt to not go for TTC 100, because it really is just a run killer. As you can see, runners start to have those tippy nerves come in.
I'm holding my breath. Oh my god. No. Ah. My heart just sank for Artemis. That is unfortunate. And Tabby making it up there pretty cleanly. That's not the right angle for Artemis. Man, that really hurts.
Clean 100 from Tabby. The lead is no longer.
We've seen a lot happen, seen a lot of lead changes. We still don't know. But Artemis really has to get through this. Really needs to get through it.
That's a clean flippies from Tabby. What the heck? That was interesting.
Yeah, that was...
And there's the invisible.
man.
Almost everything that can go wrong on this star has gone wrong for Art.
Playing it safe, smart move. You just... Oh,
hate to be the one to say it, but you hate to see it.
You hate to see it! I don't even... I'm just... It's rough. Rough for Artemis. You gotta feel bad. Such a great run. That definitely hurts. See if Tabby can get another clean flippy, and he does.
3 for 3.
As does Artemis.
Tabby's in the groove. Tabby has made this TTC look like cake. And boy, it is not.
Now, did Tabby grab Toad? Very clean side flip into a triple jump there. That was beautiful. Grabbing the pole, falling down a little bit. I know it's minimal, but Artemis is going to need a lot of little mistakes like that to come back. Just like this, you know, this is what Artemis needs. These small little mistakes, and for her to just clean up her gameplay, have some perfect stars here. Now, Flippies just looks extremely hard to me. I feel like that's what you say, but man, does it look tough. You have to be at the right angle, you have to, you know, jump at a certain height, and it just seems extremely stressful.
Yeah, no, it's really hard. It's a star that
all right.
it takes a lot of grind. But to be honest, and from my experience, when I grinded it, it was a lot of fun. It was the thing that I did every time that I warmed up, and it just took some time. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. You get a lot of time save out of those 3 stars.
All right, well, Tabby heading up to the now normal staircase, as Artemis will be finishing up TTC with reds. And all it could take is just one mistake from Tabby here, and Artemis is right back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a few throws away, right?
Right. I would say probably 2 or 3, probably 3 at least. But Tabby having some trouble here getting up onto the elevator. Able to make it this time around, but hitting the button. Still pretty clean.
Clean backup.
Still pretty clean. You can tell Tabby was prepared. Moving left. Ooh, lucky ledge grab there. Alright, opting for the jump kick back up, and grabs the pole.
Yeah, we're definitely more than a couple throws away, but, you know, it's so easy to miss more than just a couple throws.
Yeah, once you miss one, I feel like it ruins everything for you.
Yeah, it's definitely quite the snowball effect. We're probably about 30 seconds away.
I feel like getting that first throw is huge. It's great for your head, your mindset, and that's exactly what Tabby wants to see. Very close. Got the ledge grab though. Tabby with 2. And the third throw from Tabby. And that's it. Tabby with a comeback up in Tippy. Probably down a few good minutes there. But man, that TTC 100 and the cat's fighting on the side. Hey! No! Excuse me. Back to my professional voice. Yeah, that just hurts if you're Artemis. That really hurts. I guess they're listening because Artemis in her chat said nice commentator's curse, so I guess we kind of blew it. I guess that's on us. Although I believe I was the one who said it, so...
How's it going?
Hello, Tabby. Were you watching?
No.
Do you know who won?
Since I died in TTM and other stages, I thought I lost. There's some massive time loss.
So do you know who won?
I do not know. I just kept going, assuming anything could happen to Artemis and Tippy. Did it?
Well, you are not one of the people watching the Discord screen, so congratulations. You won, buddy. You did it.
I know. I thought, oh my. The fire seat, I mean, not fire seat bits, I just downwarp from nothing.
So, and Beal did mention that as it happened, and, you know, we did see a few little issues there, but at that time, if you had been watching, you had a pretty good amount of time to be able to kind of just take your time, make sure you got through bits, and after missing triple jump wall kick the first time, you took the safe route and just going for the jump kick strat.
Oh my God,
it was very good, but ultimately, you were in the lead 90% of the way, and then oh no, I'm sorry, not 90%, like 50% of the way. Artemis took over and had probably a 2-minute lead on you going into TTC.
Oh my!
Going into TTC 100. Artemis got all the way up to the top and bonked on that final jump dive over to the last box and took a death and then took another death on TTC 100 after getting about halfway up. So that basically gave you your opening and you nailed the rest of the way. You were able to close it out with no mistakes and you know, congratulations. That was crazy. How did you feel throughout it? You know, there were a few mistakes where we were thinking, oh man, this might be tough for Tabby to come back from.
I was just a little bit of worried, like not too worried about, since I know a couple of backups. Those. And
your backups were very clean. Watching you do the Rainbow Ride Reds backup, where you did the backflip into the wall kick. It was, I don't even know what that was. We were just shocked.
It because I got a firstie.
Yep.
That was crazy.
That second firstie was tough to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. But man, congrats. You ended up pulling it out, and I guess we can go ahead and pull up the bracket here while we wait for Artemis to hop in for the for her.
He just left the call.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, understandable. Tabby, what happened is Art died twice at the end of TTC 100.
Yeah, so I've been told.
Yeah, so I understand. It's really tough.
Yeah, it was rough. I do feel like it's my fault. I feel like it's my fault. The commentator's curse was pretty massive on that one. I you know, it was really unfortunate. But Tabby, let's go ahead. We'll pull the bracket on screen for everyone to see here, and we'll go ahead and move you on to the next round, where, again, I'm having this issue, and I don't know why it keeps happening. It happened with Callie, too, the other day. We'll figure it out here. Maybe I'll have to create a new bracket. But ultimately, we have Callie versus Markinator here in the semis. And now we finally have Tabby filling in this slot right here, facing Xenon, the 15 seed.
Ooh.
Which the winner will face Gerbies or Armada, which is definitely one of the most hype races in the entire tourney. Armada, the Smash Bros god that he is, versus Gerbies, the kindness god that he is. It's gonna be very interesting to see. And let's go ahead and play some beautiful. That's not the music I wanted. Some beautiful Dire Docks piano cover by our friend Felix Helix, a friend of the stream. He played this on his piano, just beautiful. But eventually, yes, I'll figure out why this is not working and go from there. But congratulations, Tabby. Great job. And seriously, that Tippy was killer, man. You really saved it there. Really saved it there.
Yeah.
Beal, do you have anything for Tabby before we let Tabby go?
Congratulations, man! It was a great race. You played really well. Getting into
Thanks, man.
your gear at the very end was awesome to watch. So,
right.
Congrats, and we'll see you next round.
All right. I'm just gonna smash a raid to Sean right. I'm wondering if we can both raid him at the same time.
Oh, I'm probably going to be continuing streaming here. I am closing tomorrow, so I will be going till about probably 3 or 4 a.m. So it's my turn to go in and fail some runs in Tippy, as per usual. Or maybe we'll get some Among Us in, or some. But we'll worry about that after. Tabby, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being in this. Sorry about trying to get on you about the internet, but we're glad it all worked out, and we're glad your power didn't turn off.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It was great. Absolutely. But Tabby, have a good one. Let's go exclamation point racers here for our racers that we did have. They're both really amazing people, really great at Mario 64, way better than me. So please give them a follow. They deserve it. And let's go ahead and exclamation point commentator for our commentator, Beal, one of my good friends here on, one of my good stream buddies, absolutely deserves the follow. Give this man a follow. Beal, thank you so much. Right. No or worries. Don't, whatever. He'll get over it. But definitely give him a follow. Great guy. Beal, thank you for commentating your second race. I feel like we have a great connection here. But I feel like it's because we know each other enough already. So we just kind of play off each other pretty well. But thank you so much. Absolutely. And his man bun is beautiful.
I'll catch you later.
Take it easy, Tabby.